Hello. Welcome to my first live here on my page, Anita Kaiser Wellness. I'm just going to give it a moment just in case some more people would like to join. And I just wanted to come on today and chat just quickly about the article I wrote about giving away all our stuff and how the emotional attachment to our stuff is actually a real thing. If you want to see the article, that's posted over on the side there that I wrote on my blog. So a year and a bit ago, I gave away most of my stuff. We were moving into an RV and traveling, and I found it to be a really interesting experience. Of course, there were some pieces that, felt really, that I felt more attached to than others. But overall, I generally consider myself to be pretty detached from my things. And yet, as I gave away more and more, sold more, got rid of more, created more space in my life, I felt this big resistance in me. And so I went and I did some research, and I discovered how there is this psychology of our stuff. And I found it super, super interesting to understand, to get more familiar with. So if you're not familiar with me, I am a life coach, and I work primarily with women who were bullied as kids or as adults and are carrying that trauma within them. And so trauma is a funny word, I know. Not everybody considers what's happened to them as trauma if it hasn't debilitated them. But for me, I consider trauma to be something that happened that you go back to in your mind as a turning point, or even subconsciously, right? So anyways, I bring that up because when something happens in those teenage years, the teenage years is a really formative time. And you'll see in the article I wrote, there's been some studies done where as teenagers, where we're forming, it is a really pertinent time for us. And if we have trauma during that time, it gets stuck in our body. So if we, as we're forming who we are, our personalities, and the teen years, that's a time when we're very much getting lots of outside influences, and just our own internal self-esteem is at its lowest, right? We're really using the outside influences to build our esteem. And so often we buy things, and I have those jeans or that book, or nowadays it's that phone and that app and these 5 electronics. Those are the things that create our self-esteem at that time. And so if you experience trauma or bullying during that time, that often stays with you, and you find yourself through adulthood trying to build that self-esteem with things. And so, we can't build self-esteem with things. That's just not possible. You cannot actually find fulfillment or satisfaction or happiness from things. Marketing and, all the big businesses out there will try and tell you otherwise, but it's just not the case. So I just wanted to share that today. And I also just wanted to share that even though I myself have done much, much work on this and have become very aware, and I try and be very conscious of the shopping that I do, right? I try to be in the moment as it happens. Just last week, I ended up buying something, and I got caught up in the frenzy at the store, and it was 50% off. And I got caught up and I brought it home and I tried it on and I was just like, no, I should not have bought that. So in good fashion, I'm sending it right back to where it came from. It's not returnable, but I'll just be donating it, passing it on, because it was not suitable for me. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'm going to try and make this a more regular process. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much.